That's the way it works. Sister Susie already in position.
I am.
Live from the saloon bar. And the brother from another gutter has just wandered in.
Yes.
There we go. Turn you on.
I'm here.
I mean, fade you up. Same thing.
Same thing.
Tonight's tale comes from Gorgeous George. Good evening to you, Gorgeous George. Simon, part-time producer and potty brain.
Wow.
Well, you've lost...
Yeah, John, I don't need to hear any
Not
more.
forgiven.
Wow.
Already, I think Gorgeous George coming over slightly cocky, don't you think?
Yeah.
Okay, my confession goes back to Easter 1982, just before my O-levels. I was on holiday in Gran Canaria with my parents. I spent most of my first few days around the pool, and as you do, found myself checking the talent who'd also booked a holiday round about this time, and I found my eyes drawn to a young girl with her family. Now, I was a shy 15-year-old. I went to an all-boys school, so like most of the boys in my class, didn't have a lot of experience with the fairer sex, says Gorgeous George. It's the early 80s.
Yeah.
I couldn't bring myself to chat to her. I wouldn't know how to, for one, and was so nervous I'd have looked rather foolish. A couple of days into the holes, I was stood at the bar, next to this lad who looked a couple of years older than me. He was wearing a black leather jacket, looked very cool. We got talking, and he was Scottish. Larry McTavish was his name.
Right.
And it
This is not going well so far.
turns out we were the same age, even though he looked a lot older than me. The young lady in my affections had also found a friend who was hot, but my
Right.
but my heart was already set on Dawn, as I later found out she was called. Well, now we could couple up with more confidence, what with Larry and me. And anyway, we got chatting to these two fine ladies.
Different times, everyone. Let's not
Different
judge.
times.
Even though.
Definitely different times.
So, even though you already have.
Yeah.
And they're children.
So roll
teenagers.
forward a day or two. I found myself alone with Dawn, and she invited me back to her room.
Oh.
We stood on the balcony chatting. Me in my 80s singlet and small shorts.
Wow.
Useful.
Details. Yeah.
Useful detail.
I don't know what that is.
Good. Move on.
It's a little vest.
Yeah, it's the best. That's all it
You
is.
remember Tight Fit? It was one of those.
Yes. In the jungle, the mighty jungle.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Anyway, there we were on the balcony chatting when we both had a key in the door. We better keep the short song at the end of this, I think.
Yes.
Anyway, we heard a key in the door. Quick, hide in the wardrobe, she said.
Oh, come on.
Thinking, again, she was confused. She thought we were in a sitcom
Yeah.
from 1975. So anyway, in I went into a cramped wardrobe that was full of stuff and not much room for me. I did think momentarily about changing my clothes to disguise myself, but in the end I realised I would still be a boy hiding in the wardrobe,
Yes.
which is a bit of a giveaway. Somehow Dawn managed to lead the rest of her family out of the room, and I exited the cupboard. I waited a minute or two. I opened the door to the room to make my escape. However, I could hear voices in the distance by the lifts. They were coming back. I had no idea who they were, but assumed it was Dawn and her family. Well, I was right, and I heard the door key go again. And Dawn came in first. Well, I wasn't going back in that wardrobe, so she pushed me back onto the balcony. And Dawn pulled the curtain right across the window before her family came in. However, she had left a gap between the curtains and the wall, so I could see into the room if I stood in a certain spot. All I could see was a mirror on the wall by the window, and I stood there pondering my escape. I couldn't climb down as we were on the 4th floor. I then saw Dawn's grandma come to the mirror to start her nighttime routine.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
No, wait.
No.
Nothing unusual with this routine. It just involved removing her makeup and putting on her night cream.
Okay.
I watched these activities, and when she finished, her face was as white as a ghost. If you remember the film Mrs. Doubtfire, when Robin Williams had to put his face into a cream cake
Yes.
to disguise the fact that he wasn't in character, well, it was like that.
Okay.
And then she reached for her nightrobe. However, what I didn't realise was that if I could see her, she could, of course, see me. And that became apparent when I heard a scream from the grandma that I'd been spotted.
Hey!
The curtain was thrown back by Dawn's mother. The patio door was opened, and I got, "You weirdo, out!" They shrieked, and out I went, tail between my legs in my small shorts, and that was that. Grandma was hyperventilating. Her watery eyes followed me as I was kicked out of the room. The next day, Dawn wasn't interested in chatting to me, and I don't think we ever chatted again. There was no romance in it for me, so therefore, here we go. I need to ask forgiveness from a poor old lady who was just doing her thing before bed, hoping for a comfortable night's sleep, only to be frightened by the boy in the vest on the balcony and the small shorts. She could have had a heart attack seeing me on there, but luckily she didn't, and all ended well. But I do need forgiveness from Dawn's grandma, despite the fact that she's almost certainly no longer with us by now.
Okay.
Because this was 39 years ago.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so let's see what Sister Susie's going to make of this, the voice of authority from the pub.
Oh, well, gorgeous George. There's a few things that I've got issue with here. First of all, just you hid in the wardrobe. Why was the wardrobe full of stuff? Like in a
That's
hotel.
what you put in the wardrobe.
Yeah, but in a hotel, you go to a
Holiday
hotel,
stuff.
you don't put your holiday stuff anyway. I don't. No, you've got a suitcase.
What are you putting in the wardrobe? Why is it there if you're not putting your stuff in the wardrobe?
I don't know. You could have more space.
Susie just scatters hers on the floor.
Clearly. That's what...
I did like the mention of Mrs. Doubtfire. However, I don't think you were very nice to Dawn and her family. Scared living daylights out of her grandma. And also, you called me part-time, so I'm not very happy with you, gorgeous George.
There we go.
So I'm not forgiving you.
There we get to the heart of it, I think. Brother from the gutter.
You know, it's always so easy to judge people from from 50 years ago, 30 years ago, 40... I don't know how long ago 1982 was. It was a very long time. And it's very easy for us to sit here and apply our 21st century principles to 1982. And that's exactly what I'm going to do now when I don't forgive, because frankly, gorgeous George, you had this coming. Standing out there in your singlet and shorts.
We've all done that.
We've all done it, except I haven't. And so therefore, I don't forgive.
Don't forgive.
Okay, it's a rare moment of moral clarity from Matt.